Bonifacius sent a safe friend to the camp of Gondoric, king of the Vandals, for secret negotiations. More than 20 years before, on the night of December 31, 406 to January 1, 407, tens of thousands of Vandals, Suevis, Burgunds, Heruls and Alans crossed the frozen Rhine by an exceptional cold. They ravaged Gaul, crossed the Pyrenees and settled in Spain, which they divided. Count Bonifacius proposes to Gondoric an alliance and offers him the establishment of his people in Africa and a pay to his warriors. But Gondoric soon died and negotiations continued with his brother Genseric, the new king of the Vandals. This one is of small size and limp in one leg following a fall of horse. Cruel and angry. He hates luxury, has great ambitions and knows how to seize the opportune moments. Slow and circumspect, Genseric replies to the proposals of the envoy of Bonifacius. You say that the Boniface account proposes land to us in Africa, and the pay to the warriors for a loyal service. But there, it is terribly hot. We were born in cold Germany. Impossible to guess his real thoughts. The king continues, therefore, the wages of warriors in this hard climate for them must be high. In addition, I understand well that is not excluded a conflict with Galla Placidia. In fact, you are inviting us to support an insurrection. It's very dangerous. It is therefore necessary to provide for an additional risk. After discussing and settling all the details, Bonifacius and Genseric ratify their treaty of alliance. The king invited to Africa with the Vandals his allies Alans, settled in Spain. The Spaniards, happy with the departure of the Vandals and the Alans, began to gather boats to ensure the crossing of the Straits of Gibraltar. Boniface, too, sent his fleet. In May 429, the Vandals and the Alans landed in Africa. A few days afterwards Genseric reviews his army. He had only 50,000 effective men. The next day, the king assembled 80 officers, and named them each a commander of regiments of 1,000 soldiers. After dividing the warriors among these officers, Genseric passes by their group and declares, I order you to hire additional soldiers in your detachments to bring their number to 1,000 warriors. You are allowed to mobilize even old men, teenagers and slaves. Pensive, he stops and caresses his red beard. Then one of the officers came out of the line and said, We are approached by the Donatists who are persecuted by the authorities and have lost all their rights as citizens. Their property is confiscated, they are punishable by fines. Under these circumstances, the Donatists regard us as liberators and ardently want to serve in our army. Genseric rejoices, Perfect, I authorize you to hire them. Especially the former soldiers and their armed resistance fighters. Encouraged, the second officer said, The Moors are very curious. From neighboring villages and Atlas Mountains they come to visit our camp. These Moors look warlike and look with great interest on our arms and our clothes. Some speak Latin and say they are ready to fight against the Romans, their oppressors. This time Genseric is completely delighted. Begin to engage them in your detachments. Subsequently, we will create an auxiliary army composed of Moorish warriors. He raises his fists to heaven. Africa was waiting for the Vandals.